now we go into the main set, which is Tabata, which is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And we're gonna repeat that for 4-minute blocks, starting with the squat. You can see this here. I have a rock in my hand, which is supposed to be a weight. And I'm doing what's called a goblet squat. Michaela is doing a pretty traditional squat, kind of looks like a goblet squat as well with no weight. You're welcome to do this where you actually sit down on each squat and you go, or you just tap your butt onto a chair if that feels more comfortable for you. Again, 20 seconds on, continuous work. You can make this harder by either adding weight or going faster. And rest. Now we're going to reposition here and get going on the lunge. So we're both doing classic forward lunges here, but you can make this as hard or as easy as you want. So you can do a classic forward lunge, you could do a step back lunge, you could do a crossover lunge to get a little bit more of the glute activation. You can do a jump lunge, which I'm going to show you next. And that's honestly my favorite way to do it, is a jump lunge, because it keeps the burn going for those 20 seconds, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit more of a workout. Now we're going to go to the upper body. So get into a push-up position. Michaela is showing you the wide arm position. I'm showing you the elbow tuck position. And she's also showing you a push-up from the knees, which is a great place to start. And if that's too difficult for you to maintain for 20 straight seconds, you can start by doing wall push-ups. If push-ups are too easy for you, you can do diamond push-ups. You could do clap push-ups. You could put weight on your back. You could put your feet on an unstable surface. There's a lot of ways to make push-ups difficult. Break. Now we're going to go to a plank. I'm going to show you the elbow plank. It's actually called a plank rocker, where you're going to be rocking the whole time. And Michaela is showing you the straight arm plank, which is a slightly easier version. I like the rocker plank because it's functional and it engages your core a little bit more. All right. 20 seconds left, 20 seconds of work. And we're done. 1 minute break. getting ready for round 2. So another 4 minutes of work here. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're starting with a step up or a lunge if you don't have anything to step up on. This time Michaela is doing a step back lunge. Which is good because it mimics a little bit extra work on the quads. An alternative, I'll show you right here for the second block, is called a Russian split squat or a Bulgarian split squat. Depends on who you want to give credit to, right? If you're going to do the split squat, you go 10 seconds on one side, 10 seconds on the other side. It's a great burner. Now we're going to do a wide lunge, or Michaela's doing a step out lunge. Back in it. Ready to go. Really think about sitting back before you go outwards, if that makes sense. Now we're going back to the upper body. Push-ups again. Michaela's doing the same, knee push-ups, wide hand position. I'm showing a variation. This is called a spider walk push-up or a mountain climber push-up. I'll show you in the side view here. It's actually really fun. These are some of my favorite ones to do. Just engages more muscle mass, right? It's your obliques involved. Boom. Last one here. Straight up mountain climbers. These are also called cross mountain climbers because you're going basically right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. And you can make these fast if you want to. You can get these pretty high intensity. I like to do them nice and controlled. Part of that's because of my WBS and my wrist. But I can keep a nice stable core and get some rotation. You'll still feel the burn. And that's it for round 2. You got one set left. All right, this last round is gonna be mostly core, okay? So you're gonna start on your back. We're gonna do hollow body holds to start. flatten your back, especially the low back, against the mat. And you can start in what Michaela's position is, where you have a 90-degree bend at the hips and a 90-degree bend at the knees. And you just lift your upper shoulders and your head off the ground. And you can work towards, to my position, straight legs. Or even straight arms. And again, it's just holding this position is going to be tough. So don't let that low back arch. Good. 10-second break. Now we're going to do Mason twists or Russian twists. You can do this with a weight in your hand, a medicine ball, a 2-year-old, preferably not an infant, you know. You can tell I'm recording this late at night. And one more time. When we actually recorded this, we had to redo this ab section 3 times because the wind would blow the camera over. And so we're getting shredded. So now that we got the anterior aspect of the core, we're gonna go do the posterior aspect. So now lay on your front, lay on your belly, hands above your head, Supermans. Try to squeeze the glutes before your hamstrings fire if that's possible. But if not, just think about getting your ankles and your wrists about 4 to 6 inches off the ground. Little pause at the top. You can do a bunch of different variations of this one as well. Probably a harder version of this would be the Cobra. You can look that up. And now we're going to finish off with bird dogs. These are a classic exercise for people with low back pain or chronic low back pain. Something you might want to hold. As you can see, you're going right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm. And you can hold this position for 6 seconds or more. But in this case, I'm not doing it specifically for low back pain, just trying to activate through the whole core. Last rest, 20 seconds. To make it harder, you can bring your elbows and your knees to touch in the middle of the positioning. That's it.